Hey guys, it's Klinger with Vinyl MX, and we are looking at the long-awaited Leatt motocross boot. Now, the official title of this boot is the 5.5 FlexLock boot. And we've seen examples of Ryan Sipes riding these boots, and more recently Hill and Fries wearing them. So today we get our chance to test them out. This boot is, I think they said, about 5 years in the making, and first off, the price is $389.99. So it's not full-on top-tier boot. They wanted a boot that was a little bit more affordable, but performed the same way as the top-tier boots do. So there's a lot of features in here that are pretty cool. One of the coolest features of this boot is that it has this one-way Velcro system up here, and I didn't even know that this existed. But basically, when a lot of times you try to get the top of your boot really snug, you strap this top buckle down, and then you're always trying to readjust the Velcro because you get a little gap or something doesn't line up right. The Velcro here can slide this direction, but not this direction. So it can go this way, but it can't go the other way, which is pretty crazy. So you can strap the top buckle as tight as you want. The Velcro will slide against each other and then lock that way, and you're not going to get any gaps or anything. So one of the big parts of this boot, it doesn't have what you would call a typical hinge system, but you can see all of these pieces in the ankle area are all articulated, and they all are somewhat separate so that when you flex, they do bend, similar to like a Tech 10 kind of thing. But what really sets this apart is this ankle system here. Leatt wanted to give this boot a little bit of ankle side-to-side flex. And at first when I heard that, I didn't think it was a good idea. I thought, okay, nobody wants that from a boot. You want your boot, your foot and your shin to be in line. You never want it to be tilting or pivoting. The whole point of this system is it does allow the ankle to pivot in all directions, even side to side, up to a certain point, just a little bit, which for one gives you better bike feel, better bike control, makes walking around or pivoting in extreme enduro kind of stuff, makes that easier, but it locks out before any real damage can occur. But this little puck here is removable, so if you want your boot to be fully locked out, basically no flex that way, you can, but you can remove this and have a different puck that actually gives you a little bit more movement side to side. They did a lot of work in the sole to have a steel shank, but it only goes about halfway. The steel shank in this sole only goes to about here, so you get enough support where your peg is for a long day of riding, but then there's kind of on the midsole, there's some cutouts here that actually let you feel what's going on more to the ball and the toe area of your foot to give you a lot of bike feedback. It does require a little bit of break-in. Since there isn't like a full-on, pivot hinge system, this area here is kind of stiff, so flexing and extending did take some effort, but that's gonna break in and get softer. Leatt have made an effort to make this a wide-fitting boot, specifically. So a little bit wider fitting than TCX, Alpine Stars, and Fox. I asked them why they did that, and basically, out of all the testing that they did and all the riders they put this boot on, the wider fit actually was the one that people like the best. I would like this boot to wear it a little bit more to break it in more. That makes it more flexible and a little bit easier to shift, because I did have to kind of, think about that to get my foot under it. But comfort-wise, I would say they are very comfortable boots. You don't really get any heel lift when you point your toe. Everything's secure. I could snap all the buckles down really tight. And then another feature that most people notice is how flat the inside is. So, you know, gripping the bike with your ankle, gripping it with your knees, you know, you get the solid weld, you know, even pressure against the bike without anything hanging up or moving around. We're gonna put some more time in the Leatt 5.5 FlexLock boot. We just did a 2019 mid-price boot comparison for, if you want to know a little bit more about boots in the $200 to $300 range, you can check that out. If you're on YouTube, please click the subscribe button, and thanks for watching.